guys, welcome back to Crossroads. I'm back at the river. Marty's with me this morning. Recorder. Ain't it beautiful? Alright guys, so is there any spirits here that like to speak with me? See?
Everybody, we're at Oakdale Cemetery in Hendersonville, North Carolina. And behind me is the famous angel. It was inspired, it inspired Thomas Wolfe to write Look Homeward Angel. We'll tell you a little bit about that in the video, and we'll tell you some famous people that are buried here and some cool stories, so stick around.
Okay guys, so this is Oakdale Cemetery. We're here with our friend Miranda, and let's still check it out. Alright. May end up being two parts. Marnie and Miranda are kind of exploring, looking around. Thought I'll show you some headstones here. Very historical cemetery, very old. As you heard Marnie say at the beginning of the video, the inspiration to Look Homeward Angel, the angel that was behind Marnie, was brought to this cemetery. Thomas Wolfe's father, he had it erected in downtown Nashville. It gave Thomas Wolfe the inspiration for the book. His father sold the statue to some people here in Hendersonville, and then they brought it to this cemetery, and that's how it ended up here. So a little brief history on that. Let's see something interesting over here. Let's go check it out. Unique above ground, and let's see, there's a name, Guerin. Let's see what it says on top of it here. It says Miss Lily Forrest Guerin, wife of W.A. Guerin, September 8th, 1880 to March, looks like 9th, 1934. There's William. So, I'm assuming William got buried in the ground, the wife got buried above ground. That is very different and very interesting. And Marnie and Miranda near the tree there, walking around, kind of exploring it. That is different. Here's a cool one. Check this out. I'll let you kind of read that. Interesting. So it's 22 acres here and like several thousand buried, and they still allow people to be buried in this cemetery. A rock on top of that one. Above ground crypt here. Guys, if you see or hear anything, let me know below by commenting, and also a timestamp. That'd be great. We will be doing some EVP Ghost Box session. May do that in part 2. I think I'm going to turn this into a 2-part video. That's interesting. So probably turn this into a 2-part video, and we'll do the EVP in the second one. This one we'll just kind of do an explore through. So all this right here would be burial. I mean, it's just plenty of room for it. This is an interesting cemetery, but not quite as interesting as the one we saw up on this hill, where headstones were turned one direction and turned another direction. They were not in a row, not in a line. It would just kind of, you know, there's buried people however, I guess, in that cemetery. It was real strange. The video should be up by now, so you probably already seen it. It's a mystery cemetery, what I'll title it when I do put it up. So I should have it up before this one. It depends on what we catch here. Now, if we catch something extremely interesting or something that I definitely want to drop in a hurry, then you will see this one before. I have caught shadows in cemeteries, so look for shadows as well. So this gravesite here, we found what's interesting. Looks like maybe a rat tail in here. Let me zoom in on that. And then I'm not really sure what this right here is. Comment below if you've ever seen anything like that. Yeah, there's like shells, like seashell type things here. You can see. So not really sure what that was all about or why it's like that. But yeah, comment below if you know or have ever seen a grave site with something like that. Kind of unique design here on this headstone. A cross with a crown on it. Or like cross inside of a crown. That's interesting. Born in 1847, died in 1909. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. Thy will be done. Huh.
What is it again? That's a mason?
In the symbol, the crown stands for victory over death, and the symbol is associated with Freemasonry, specifically the Knight Templar degree of the York Rite of Freemasonry. The symbol is also known as the Knight Templar's Blood Red Passion, Cross and Crown.
Here's an interesting headstone that I've never really seen before. Beautiful.
They had to put her in an isolation room just because it was a little bigger and because so much.
Okay, I've been investigating for a little bit. I've been waiting to see if the EMF detector will go off. So far it's not. Above ground crypts here. Kind of interesting how they are with the blocks around them. Please light up this box in my hand. If you light it up, I know you're around. Keep an eye on that. Brenda gave us some good information about a headstone a while ago. Hope you enjoyed that. This place is interesting. It's big, it's huge. It's kind of like a flatter version of Riverside Cemetery. People are here jogging, walking their dogs, and stuff like that to do at Riverside. So, kind of a similar situation here. Several old headstones for sure. Guys, I found an interesting name here.
E-R-E-R.
That is very different. What a cool name. Moon. See, tree limbs have fallen through here. We had a tree limb fall right in front of us at Riverside Cemetery. We have that on video. We're doing a EVP session, and just right below us, right in front of us, a tree limb falls. That is creepy. Another word's coming through. Told. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So guys, we're going to set up for an EVP here in a second. Alright, we're going to do an EVP session here with the ghost box. See if we catch anything.
Anybody here that would like to talk? Speak into this machine. Tell me hello.
Not sure what that
Didn't
was.
quite get that. Can you repeat that, please?
I'm not sure. That sounded interesting. Can you give us a name?
We come here out of respect. We're just trying to communicate, say hello. Here.
Here? Yeah, we're here. Where are you?
Present accounted for?
Not sure what that was. Where are you buried in this cemetery? Stop? Top or stop?
Stop what? Are we offending you? Anybody here that would like to communicate with us?
I don't know what that was. If you give us a name, we will try to find you in here. That way? Okay. We'll keep this thing rolling while we're going to walk over here too. You can communicate with us through this radio I have. I can hear you when you talk. Oh, that's interesting. Couldn't make that out. I heard something about it. Wow. I'm just blowing up through it. Wait, step back. Is that what it said? Yeah, that's going through. Look, that's going through there. Maybe. So when I walked up here, I thought I heard it say in the ghost box. I got up close to this. I thought I heard it say step back.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. I could be wrong, but that's what it's.
We'll have to go back.
Cause I was like right on top of it, like right here, trying to film it, and then I heard what sounded like step back. That was interesting. It's falling apart.
I barely touched this loose one.
Wow, it is. They're all falling apart. Wow, they're all falling apart here.
Yeah, you can see them all over the ground. Yeah.
Did you want us to step back because it's falling apart here? Oh, look, this is sunk in.
Yeah, we saw that one.
Oh, wow.
He was saying Marine Corps. 1964. That one was the last one.
Wow.
This is the one that
I heard something that's like a female voice, but I couldn't make that out. Yeah, you can talk to me through this radio. I can hear your voice when you talk to it. Usually like us walkie-talkie. This is interesting. Huh? Oh, yeah. My first name. Yeah. This is interesting here. I'm gonna put that on hold for a minute.
The people that didn't know how to spell that worked here.
We're near a mausoleum. We're getting some words coming through here. Messed up? I heard messed up. You saying we messed up or what? Yeah. Okay. What did we do to mess up?
Don't know if you heard us, but we say we definitely come in respect. And we're just looking to communicate if you feel up to it. Is there anyone that would like to communicate with us? Have a nice chat.
Sounds like the spirits are not talking. Told us we messed up and I'm not gonna say anything. That was something. Anything lighting up? Just that, yeah, that stays on, but
Okay.
yeah,
I wasn't sure.
yeah. I was wondering if it's not really flashed since we've been in here. Give us a name. Not tonight, I think it said. That was odd. I think it said, I said, give me a name, and I think it said not tonight. I think. Is there any more on that side, or is it just a wall? Just a wall? You can walk in front of this camera I've got. I can catch you. I can see you do that if you walk in front of it. That's interesting. Look at the jewelry sitting on top of that bench over there. Why is there jewelry on that bench? Let's see.
What jewelry? I heard what jewelry.
Is that what it sounded like? Oh wow, come here, check this out. People, something about people. Wow, this is interesting. Huh. Coins and jewelry. Maybe that's what they did for a living. Maybe they made jewelry or something. Marty, well.
Rife Schneider?
Rife Schneider. This is interesting. Huh? So we're getting hit and misses on speaking to us. That was. Oh yeah. Yeah. Big something. I don't know what that was. If you have anything important to tell me, what that was it? If you got anything important to tell me, you can tell me. Talk to my radio I have in my hand. My right hand, I have a radio you can talk into. This is so creepy looking here. You know, just how big it is, and I love to go into the indoor mausoleums. Those are really cool. I want to put that on hold for a little while again. You know, I don't know. Sometimes you get spirits to talk to you, sometimes you don't. It just depends. I want to kind of just go around it. A beer can here. So it's a good size mausoleum. So guys, since we've been filming in here, I've been getting this vibe from some spirits in here, maybe one, maybe more. And I see people walking their dogs in here, and I keep getting this thing that some kind of vibe that feels like there's a spirit in here that doesn't like animals. That's not good, but it's just weird and strange. I just keep getting that feeling from something in here that does not like animals, and I don't know why, but that's just strange and odd. sometimes I'll get vibes, you know, just weird vibes. Like, you know, a lot of times I get like depressed type vibes or sorrow or sometimes happiness. But that was a weird one. It's like there's a spirit in here somewhere that doesn't like animals for some reason. I don't know what it is, but well, this looks interesting over here. Go check it out. So the ghost box has been kind of hit and miss. We're getting some words out, we're not getting others. I've heard the cemetery is very haunted, but unless I just missed maybe a shadow going by, or maybe what they call a disembodied voice that I haven't heard but may hear on the camera. We have done that before in the cemetery. For the most part, it kind of feels a little peaceful, except for that one spirit that just kept hammering me about animals. So let's check this out. Oh, this might be a good place to do a Sherman Jones. Miranda was saying something about a Sherman earlier. Wow. And here is the Jewish part of it. I want to come back here. I got to do a ghost box here. But I want to go over to the Jewish cemetery part and look at that real quick. Because I hear the cemetery had segregation and blacks and whites, and then in the Jewish part of it, which this is very cool. Look at this little area here. The menorah. That's the name of it. I used to be real good with the Jewish background. Oh, wow, how interesting. So this is the Jewish part of the cemetery. We were looking for this earlier. Actually, guys, I'll tell you something else. Wow, my camera's dying. And I had this thing fully charged. Up this road, there's another road across the street and another set of cemetery that goes to this. Guys, I'm going to try to save battery. I'm going to pause it for a minute. I'm going to do a ghost box over back right here at this spot here. Is there any spirits in this area that want to contact me? Talk to me. There's a unique vibe here. Not so much bad, just a unique vibe. Whoa. There's something that came through. I could not make that out. That sounded weird. Talk to me. Tell me your name. Is there a Sherman or a Jones here? I'm going to change this over. Sometimes you get better readings from FM than you do AM. It just depends. Is there a Sherman or a Jones with me? That one unique, weird sound that came through a while ago. I don't know what that was, but it didn't sound like it was a good. Oh, it didn't sound like it was a good spirit. Then started. Never heard then started. Whoa, heavy vibe right here. Are you trying to drain my energy? Unbelievable vibe, guys. Let me turn that off. Unbelievable vibe. Guys, I want to save on my battery, so hang tight. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and end the video here. It's a really cool cemetery, really unique cemetery, and like I say, this area that I just filmed last got a little strong bad vibe of something, like my energy was trying to be drained out. So anyway, we'll definitely have to come back, do more investigations here. Want to thank our friend Miranda and thank her for being here with us, and her and Marnie, they're chit-chatting over there. But anyway, so what I want to do is I want to come back and maybe use a fidget spinner, do something different. But this was more or less an exploring type video, and just to kind of feel it out, because we drove through here one time but never got out and really looked at anything because it was pouring down rain. So we've learned this cemetery a little more, be able to come back and do more of what we want to do here. And I feel heaviness again. Guys, I tell you, if you've seen or heard anything outside of the ghost box, let me know. Until next time, guys, God bless. See you soon.